Gonna be taking a left up here. Arabian Nights Boulevard. We're gonna be talking about the old dinner show Arabian Nights today. Hi everybody and welcome to the World of Micah. Today we are out here on Highway 192 once again because there was a dinner show out here once upon a time that started in the year 1988, the year I was born. Arabian Nights dinner show. Now it has been completely demolished. It no longer exists. Really nothing exists of it anymore. I don't even think there's anything left here. We're going to try and find some stuff of that dinner show. I'm going to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the history of it and show you where it once stood. If you're new here, click that subscribe button. If you would like to support my channel, the link to my Patreon page is down below in the description box. Now, let's take a closer look. Straight ahead is Highway 192, and we are on Arabian Nights Boulevard. They still call this Arabian Nights Boulevard. So Arabian Nights dinner show started in the year 1988 by a man named Mark Miller. It was a family-owned business. He owned it, operated it all the way up until their final performance on New Year's Eve 2013. So right as the clock struck midnight for 2014, Arabian Nights closed their doors forever. This thing had like over 60 or 80 different horses in the dinner show. They had all kinds of different performers, like guys who would ride the horses on their feet and like jump through fire hoops and everything. Now I never ever attended Arabian Nights dinner show. When I first moved to Florida, it was on its last leg. It was about to go away. I never got around to going, and now I'll never get a chance to see it. But I believe from reading online, the reason they got rid of it was basically the show they wanted to deliver was going to be, I think, a little bit too pricey for modern day folks to come out and pay for. And they didn't want to deliver a bad show, so they said, let's quit while we're ahead. They had they had millions of guests who have come to see this show from the year 1988 to the year 2013. And I think they wanted to end on a high note. Dinner shows here in Central Florida are kind of on their way out. Honestly, the only real dinner show you have still out here on Highway 192, I believe, is Capone's, which is down the street. But you lost Dolly Parton's. We did a video on Dolly Parton's, and there were several different other dinner shows around here. It's just not a thing anymore. I don't know why. It kind of makes me sad because I enjoy those. I really do enjoy those. Hoop-de-Doo Review at Walt Disney World is one of my favorite shows on property. Who doesn't like to stuff their face and listen to good music and be entertained? That's Americana. Somewhere around here they also had a statue of two horses. I'm thinking it might have been over here. Not a whole lot online, you guys, when you're looking for photographs of this place. I don't understand why there's no photographs after that many years, over 25 years of being in business. But apparently straight ahead right over here is where the building, the main building of Arabian Nights once was. This road has been here for quite some time, as you can see, and then you get up here, it says do not enter, no exit, private property. I believe this may go along with this. I see golf carts riding around since I've been out here kind of perusing the area. But somewhere around here is where Arabian Nights entrance and building once was. You can see in the photograph. Very intriguing. I wish I could have gone in there and seen the show. The one thing that I was kind of looking for out here to pinpoint me in the exact location was there was a pole, a power line pole, huge power line pole, taller than any of the other poles out here. And that was behind the building you could see in the photograph. It's no longer here. It would have been here if it still existed. Right, I think I debunked where it was. It was back here, you know, somewhere facing this general area where they took the photo. You can see that above the Arabian Nights building in the photograph. It's like the only thing I can find in the general area from where the show building was. I'm gonna walk over here and see if this is where the horses once were. Walking on the hill here, this is where they used to sit. Holy cow. The stage or stand, whatever you want to call it, is still here. It's all the way back in here. Look at that. That's where they used to be. You can actually see the pegs. Those were the pegs from the horses. Right there. Those were the horses used to be for Arabian Nights. I mean, huge horses. They had two right here. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Gotta go around. Actually, I'm just gonna go through here. Look at this. The old path is still here. And look at that. Do not hang on the statues. They will break. This is where they once were. Right here. Holy cow, it's still here. And the light that they used to shine on the horses at night is also still here. I can't get over this. This is amazing. I guess it was just too expensive to remove this. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's solid concrete. The light's still here. As you can see, I guess they just don't turn it on anymore because why would they? No more horses. That's amazing. You can actually see the horses like feet indentions. Wow, I guess that was like for the tail. This is kind of awesome. The only thing that really remains from Arabian Nights, you guys. This slab of concrete right here. I just love that it says caution. Please do not hang on the statues. They will break. That's amazing. Some more little stepping stones. I know we really didn't find much, but I called that a success. Finding one thing that remains from something that's been gone for 5, years. Like, geez Louise, man. Usually when they demolish stuff like that, and completely level the ground, you don't find something like that. But I guess it was just cheaper to keep it there. Like I said, it was a huge slab of concrete. Why would they try and move that when they could just get rid of the horses? I wonder what happened to the horses. That's what I want to know. Where are the horses? The two horses from Arabian Nights. Those would be something to have in a collection if you're a big fan of Highway 192 or Central Florida, dinner shows. On an article here from the Orlando Sentinel, 10 million visitors and over 10,000 performances. Now this was not a cheap dinner show. Admission price for the whole experience here at Arabian Nights was $66. I believe it was like $66.99. That's a pretty penny for a dinner show. I mean, there's a whole experience with it. It said, didn't really go into whole details and everything, but I don't think you just walked in, sat down and started eating and watched some horses go in a circle. I think there was a lot more to this show than that, especially for $66 back in 2013. If there's anybody out there who's trying to do the same kind of videos like this, when I come out to these locations, I always look in the concrete, in the sidewalks and stuff, to see if there's any names carved in there or anything that says, something about what this once was, because you never know. I'm not seeing anything here. All I see is a bunch of no trespassing and private property signs. That's it. Yeah, not seeing anything more than what we found earlier. The concrete slab where the horses once were. There's some poles over here. I'm not sure what these poles were left from. Probably Arabian Nights, if I had to guess. I don't see why they would have these random poles out here. But I can technically say 3 things. Arabian Nights Boulevard, where the building technically was, and the horses. So, not a complete failure, but not my best video. I wish I could find more information for you guys. Started doing these videos, you know, about former attraction places on 192 and this area I did the Water Mania episode, you know, I did the world's largest gator area, you know, started doing that during the quarantine of March, around in that area, March, April. And this one, man, Arabian Nights was a hard one. There's not a whole lot photo-wise on the outside, you know, from the outside of the show. It was all inside, which makes sense. It was a dinner show. You know, why would you spend your time taking photos of the outside? But man, nothing to really match up except for the horses. I'm glad we found that. But yeah, there's nothing much left of Arabian Nights, and this was a difficult one to find. I usually like to do my research. I usually try to find, you know, enough information for you guys. The information I gave you is pretty much all I have to offer. If you guys want to chime in, you know, down below, comment, let me know some more stuff. I apologize for not having as much research done as I normally do. Been trying to find it. It's just there's not more things about talking about it closing than it actually being open, you know? Kind of crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna drive around the property and show you guys what it looks like. Let's hop in the car. So in this area, there was a Charlie's, a place called Little Italy restaurant, and then there's a Kobe steakhouse. Those are three pretty large, fairly well-known names of different places to eat. And then you had Arabian Nights dinner show. Officially on Arabian Nights Boulevard. So you drive right here, and right there would be the horses, like we were talking about. I believe you would park over here before this hotel was here. If I had to guess correctly, and the show would be over here. So this must have been the parking lot here. Seems like the only thing really that remains were where the horses were, and the fact that it's still Arabian Nights, you know, the street name. Well, I think that's gonna do it. I think we found everything we can find, or could find, from Arabian Nights dinner show from 1988 to New Year's Eve 2013. I think our adventure for today has come to an end. Which means it's time to say goodbye, but if you enjoyed today's episode, click the thumbs up button. All my links are down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow on a brand new episode of World of Micah. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.